Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday, August 11th. Hopefully, you're enjoying your summer. I know things have not eased up. In fact, volume's increasing each day, and we're doing a good job navigating it. Things are changing, and it's a fluid situation, but we're adjusting as we need to, and that's it's good to see, and I appreciate it. It makes things go a lot smoother when we can be a little bit flexible and but still, focus on the mission at hand, and it's been solid for us. So I appreciate that. I'm going to go quick through this because we have a lot to talk about, and I know there's a lot of other information being thrown out there, so I don't want to bombard you with stuff. A couple of things that I wanted to mention. One is, great job on the power outage, which a lot of responsibility fell to security, and you guys did a fantastic job. Whether it was running around like crazy, opening doors, and the locksmiths had their part to play too, and they did a great job. And Anthony Heron got accolades from leadership in his handling of the situation, so I wanted to thank him for that. And really, all of you did a great job. It was those things are challenging, and when they happen, you never know how long it's going to last. So it's very stressful. But the security team, did a fantastic job. So thank you. And of course, we had some residual effects that not just our department with power outages affecting our system, but it's also affected other departments as well. So we'll continue to navigate that, and hopefully we've learned a few things, and we can take some preventative measures if something like that should happen next time. So we're working on that. The other thing is, I have a report here, and I just wanted to show this to you. We've talked about the alley and the importance of putting the information in and how useful it is, but we had an issue when we were looking at the monthly reports on noticing that elevator incidents were increasing. And I could see that from the reports that we had a lot of them, and coincidentally enough, it came up in a meeting, and of course Ralph wanted me to put information together right away. And if we didn't have the alley system, it would have been almost impossible, and it would have never been accurate. But I was able to generate this report, which is fairly. You can see it's fairly thorough, and some are more thorough than others. But it's several pages and a lot of good, useful information on elevator entrapments, and this is all based on the reports you do. So the power of it is, we have it documented, so we can look back and say, okay, here's what we did, and that's important. But also, when we're trying to identify a pattern or a problem, we have this information at our fingertips to be able to pull it and use it in real time, and that's what we did, and we were able to establish a pattern of incidents, and engineering's drilling down and discovering that this is something that's not just affecting us, but it's based on Con Ed and their issue of power, how they pulled back on power when there's a heavy load with air conditioning and in the summertime. So it's affecting how, not just elevators, but how doors operate. So you might see doors closing slowly that are these electric motors that are in the doors that automatically close, and some of that has to do with Con Ed lowering the voltage and trying to avoid a blackout. So during heavy load times when it's hot out, which we're going into a heat wave now, and you'll see, in the afternoon when it's really hot, Con Ed will lower their output, so that, because a lot of people have raised their air conditioning and they have their air conditioning on, and it draws heavy on on what they have available. So it's just a good example of why that reporting is important and why we want to make sure we document every single thing we do. Plus, it shows our role and how vital it is in these when these things happen, and what we're assigned to do, and how that goes, and how professional you are in your interactions with people who are trapped, which is, if you're trapped in an elevator, it can be very stressful. But also, it enables us to look at the pattern of I keep saying pattern of behavior, but it's a pattern of incidents, and be able to assist other departments in identifying what the root cause of the problem is. So yeah, maybe the elevator's a little old, but that is being exacerbated by the fact that Con Ed is lowering their output. So we're identifying an issue and may be able to solve it, or at least have a plan. So that's good news. And it's going to, hopefully decrease the amount of time somebody gets stuck in an elevator, which, why wouldn't you want to do that, right? So this is a key component of that, and I just wanted to kind of highlight that for you, so you have it in the back of your mind when you're doing these reports, that this may be helpful down the road, and more details better. So, thank you. The other thing is, I'm doing this video just before the live stream from HSS Leadership. They're going to announce the use of an app for employees, similar to what the patients are using when they come in and they show that they've taken the screening test and that they pass. We're gonna have to do the same thing for employees, and of course, it's gonna be a significant impact to security operations. So I'm gonna show you, it's through the Pulse app. If you haven't gotten it, you're gonna want to do that, and you're gonna need to get it. So I'm gonna show you some of it on my phone, the search screen on Pulse. So let me go back, and I have my Pulse app in here with all my other things, and it pops up. This is like the main feed, and then you have you hit the search window, and that comes up, and then I type in Daily Pass, which comes up regularly for me because I've done it before, and then you click on the Daily Pass item that I have here, and it's going to take me to this page, right? It's going to ask me what kind of phone I have. So I have an iPhone, then I hit next, and then it's going to prompt me to click this. And I apologize, I only have an iPhone, so I can't show you what the other ones do. And then it's going to ask me for my name, which I'm going to go away from my phone now because I want to show you. So here's what it looks like. I printed it out because you can't do it twice in a day. So that's what that page looks like. It asks you what kind of phone you have. And then the next screen that comes up, if you have an iPhone, is this. And that kind of shows you, you got to hit that end button. And then this screen comes up. It's going to ask you what your name is and what your username is for HSS. And then I type in this, right? That's me. And then this comes up, and it's gonna look like this. This is the top part of it, right? And it's gonna have all these questions where have you traveled, same, the screening questions that we always ask. And this is the bottom, so it's gonna say no symptoms. You click on that if you have no symptoms, and then you hit next, and I will show you what that looks like. Sorry. And then the pass is going to come up. You'll see it comes up like that, and that's what it's going to look like. So they're doing it at New York Presbyterian. Basically, every employee when they come in is going to show this, and if it's green, they come in. If it's red, obviously they can't. And if they don't have a phone or they don't want to use it, there's a paper thing that we'll have to have them fill out. Now, this is going to be announced. The reason why I want to bring it up is it's going to be announced at the live stream, and we are going to start rolling it out, but a soft rollout. In other words, we're just going to encourage people to use it, and I'll do more. I'll have another short video tomorrow to get into it a little bit more, but I just wanted to let you know that we're aware of it. We're going to slowly implement this, but at some point, some date in the future, it will be us making sure that everybody shows that before they come in. And yes, it's another burden on security, but this is what we're here for, and this is coming not from HSS leadership. This is coming from the regulatory agencies and the government. They're insisting that you screen your employees the same way you screen your patients, and that includes, those questions and temperature taking, which you're supposed to be doing on your own. So this is all driven by regulations from the government, and we have to comply. So it's not like we want to do this. It's something that we have to come up with. This seems to be the easiest solution, although it's the burdens on the individuals. So more to come. Just wanted to get it out to you. And again, we're all navigating this new territory, including the regulatory agencies. They don't, they're trying to come up with the best solution that covers everything, and there's not one size fits all, and that's what they're trying to accomplish, so that's what we're stuck with. But, we're gonna execute it the way we always do, in the best way that's best for the hospital, for the organization, and for the patients and visitors and staff. So we wanna make sure that we're keeping, what's best for everybody in mind when we do these things. So, no enforcement yet. We're gonna slowly roll it out and make sure people get used to using it, and then at some point, some date in the future, will be total enforcement. But between now and then, we'll navigate it, and we'll make sure everybody's comfortable with it. All right, and that's it. Keep doing what you do. Be safe. Don't forget, if you look in the news, this virus is still out there. It's not going away, and it's random, and the effects of it are random, and the problem is, while it may affect a small percentage of people, it has a weird way of really impacting certain individuals for some unknown reason, and you just don't want it to be you. So just make sure you're wearing your mask, keeping your distance, washing your hands, and hopefully we get through this, and at some point in the future, we don't ever have to talk about coronavirus again. All right? Have a great rest of the summer if I don't get to talk to you personally, but keep doing what you're doing, and be safe. Bye.